Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the final game of today's PGI.S Pro Scrims. What an incredible end to game number 4. Digital Athletics bringing home the victory there, but it's the number of points that we get throughout the course of the day that's going to determine who ends up with the most at the end and potentially gets one of those top 3 places. So far, it's been tremendous for a couple of teams. These guys have done all right. You can hit exclamation mark leaderboard at any point to see exactly who is where. Let me go ahead and actually send that to you guys in chat now. There we go. So you guys will be able to see all of that. At the moment, though, this is game number 5 of 5. MultiCircle Gaming are top at the moment. NaVi are second. DA have actually pulled themselves into 6th place with that win. But unfortunately didn't have the greatest start to the day, so they're not in the top 5 just yet. We have an 8 o'clock to a 3 o'clock playing path here. And, oh my good golly gosh. It's all happening again. It's Team Liquid versus DWG. It's in Pachinki. Who needs attachments on the barrel? Mixie does it. And Under goes down over, interestingly enough, on the roof of that building. FURIA versus Lorena. This is bad. This is 4 members of FURIA. Are they going to give chase? Are they going to try and get the kill? Doesn't look like they are because M200 is behind with the vehicle. NaVi, in the meantime, versus Infantry. This is happening again. All sorts of stuff going on down. Orange is out. Biestoloch is about to bleed out. Oh, and Boliang holding a tremendous angle against Senya, allowing Long to finish him off as well. And NaVi, 2nd place at the moment, as far as the points tally is concerned. Now down to the tab. No helmet. Micro Uzi VSS. And facing down the barrel of an entire team of angry infantry players. Here comes the peak. Does 20 damage. Will be able to get the knock. Jiao Yang knocked. But unfortunately, Boliang will comfortably take that. And NaVi, after being involved in that 1v1 fight for the victory in game number 1. Game number 1 in the previous game even. Will now be eliminated first in the following game. Who would have thought it? Good to see everyone in chat. I do love Yeniden. I do. It's an annoyingly catchy song. Hello to all the DA fans tuning in this morning. I've missed you. How are you all doing? Under has made it back up. Severely under-looted. But the fight in Pachinki is looking a lot more even than it was last time around. Mixie gets knocked from afar. Manages to get inside the house. Klib should be able to rotate to get the revive. Xiongjiang is actually moving very, very quickly indeed. Ibby traded out for Kale. And Klib needs to make something happen here. Jeems. Oh, Jeems might be able to get Mixie. If Jeems gets Mixie, Xiongjiang could disengage and get Kale, but he's on the roof. He's in a good position, so it's more likely to be Under who does that. Kale cannot fall off this roof right now. So others will be forced here. Ibby is in a very difficult position to revive, and the rest of DWG are now moving in. A much better coordinated effort from DWG Kia this time around. And they're playing it very slowly as well. Just keeping an eye on where Team Liquid are. Getting a small advantage, then keeping it. Ibby goes down. Team Liquid down to 3. On the other roof. Indigo wants an opportunity to run over and res Kale. He might get that now. The smoke goes down. The intent is clear. And Klib potentially can do nothing about it. Indigo just about managing to get on there. And Kale will be revived. Smoke's coming in from elsewhere as well. Well played by DWG. Not wanting to give up Pachinki that easily. The rest of Team Liquid now moving through. The problem is they're right on top of Xiongjiang. Oh, but Mixie from the ground floor says, you know what, mate? I'll take that again. Indigo forced to go down. And Xiongjiang taken out by M200. Tianba have gone ahead and played spoiler here. This was such an exciting fight between Team Liquid and DWG. And don't get me wrong, it still is. But M200 sneaking in from church, saying, you know what? I fancy a couple of those points. And Lin Shun might be coming in as the third party as well. Let's take a look at some of these rotations. Digital Athletics moving past Potato Hill now. The center of Circle 1 is more or less on Museum or Hall of Fame. Things are relatively chilled out for these teams at the moment. Not too many crazy shifts. Although that said, Petrichor Road could gatekeep Oath here, which would be a problem. But they're going to go across the bridge first, and it's unlikely they're going to stay on the north side and bridge camp. They want to get a favorable position in Circle. They don't want to sabotage their own chances moving into the late game. So things at the moment look all right. Oh, Lin Shun was going to play spoiler. I was looking forward to this, but that's not going to happen anymore. Team Liquid still fighting versus DWG. And actually, Lin Shun has taken one of the vehicles that one of these teams might have gotten away in. So that's important as well. Mixie and Clib both near under. They've actually gone upstairs when under is in fact on the ground floor. Oh, Team Liquid, no, it's a 3v1. And under finally goes down. Indigo with an excellent frag grenade, I have to say, knowing that three of them are in there, but he gets sniped out as well. It's actually a Molotov. It does some damage to Team Liquid, but not enough. DWG losing the fight in Pachinki to Team Liquid. Team Liquid want Pachinki when the tournament starts proper. That's part of what the scrims are about. The teams want their favorite drop locations. It's important, this stuff. People might be saying there are 16 teams left alive. Why are you hot dropping and all that? To these teams, it's not a hot drop. They want their preferred location. Scrims are part of the reason why teams effectively earn the right to drop where they want. And they could change their minds on the day of the tournament. Goodness knows. This is why it's important to treat scrims and tournaments differently. But it's still very, very interesting to see what the mind games are on offer. Now, several teams very close to each other here. We've got Petrichor Road on the south side of this circle, moving up north. You got Buriram United. Long D actually doing a fantastic job of knocking Noir Dre, who I think should be able to get safe. Yes. But further north of Buriram United, we've got FaZe Clan. And to the west, we've got Triumphant Song. So this is going to be very, very crowded. Virtus.pro and Infantry now moving in. Digital Athletics have got the compound, but Tianba want it. Lin Shun is on the broken wall. A little confused about that. Frag grenade, underarm! Smash, take a bow. Beautiful grenade there. I have no doubt the quick flush will come out. Just going the other side of the wall to make sure you get as much space as possible between you and the enemy. And that is it. Smash and Mert together will be able to claim 2 of those points. Tianba now down to 2. They've got a safe compound. They've managed to rotate in okay. But at the cost of 2 lives. We'll see what happens next. Oh, I can tell you what happens next here. We're in Yasnaya, where Shoot to Kill and DXG are fighting over the same apartment complex. Shoot to Kill actually have all 4 players left alive. The problem is it's Alo on his own here against Neil. Further south, you've got Luke. And then further south to them is Penta and Purdy. I suspect Alo would much rather be with Luke right now. In this 2-2 split, unfortunately, getting caught short, and DivisionX are going to be able to pin him down in this apartment building for now. Oath are now safely across the bridge. No one really getting attacked there. Virtus.pro fighting against Digital Athletics. They want that compound, but they're going to have to move in on foot. But Tulins is down. Gets resurrected. Hyru's in there with the save. Mitralius is in a little bit of trouble. Is he at least... Yeah, he's inside a building, but if Smash goes to get the quick res, then we lose an angle on Virtus.pro, and I think that's why the rest of Digital Athletics are moving in. They want to make sure that Virtus.pro keep their distance, and I think that's a very good idea. Look, you can hear the rest of the vehicles coming in now. Virtus.pro should take that as an opportunity to disengage, and they do. Really, really smart play by both of these teams. Circle 2 is a hard southern shift. It is basically 7 o'clock hard shift. A little bit of an oof for all the teams that are in and around Yasnaya. Alo managed to get out of Yasnaya. Shoot to kill of all 4 alive. I don't 100% know how that happened. FURIA now trying to fight MCG for the same dip. Almost running over a teammate there, having to slow down, giving Evil Lee just that extra split second. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't finish the wrong player. 995 almost gets finished by Evil Lee, but that's fine. Rusty there, maybe introducing a little bit of confusion into the ranks of MCG. We definitely know which player is not from our team now. Whoa, and Necro moving in. With Raspu as well saying, we are not done with this fight yet. You finished us. We're gonna finish you. And FURIA Esports comes in just when MultiCircle Gaming think that particular bit of the fight is done. No, Summer is the last remaining member up north. In the meantime, we have Infantry versus Virtus.pro happening on the west side now of that previous fight. Spyro in the smoke, very close to Long. Beryl red dot. Not as useful as a Molotov right about now. Left side of the smoke, very much aflame. Spyro continuing to hold his patience. Re-smoking further back as well. Here comes the grenade. Good cook. Bouncing off the tree, and because it actually bounced off the tree, it ended up doing a fair amount of damage as well. Smoke disappearing though, and Spyro did not have time on his side. He gets knocked. On the right flank of the same fight, we've got Bolian going up against Betulins. Potentially a great Molotov. And Betulins forced to move back. Hyruzen down now as well. And because Lou and Spyro are down, this actually means Virtus.pro are down to a single player. So Infantry winning this fight. It's pretty much over. Betulins might be able to re-engage at some point, but he's going to have to do that as a solo. Virtus.pro down to 1. Gets Boliang. Might be able to secure this point. That's what he's rushing towards him for, but Zhao Liang manages to get him, and yep, that's Infantry down there. 8 kills now. Zhao Yang doing a fantastic job of finishing that engagement. Bo Liang, I think that was his first knock as well. Unfortunately, 9's gone down, but that's about it. The rest of Infantry are still alive. Very close to Zenith, but Punich is enjoying the shack life right now. No intention of moving. Summer, in the meantime, we saw MCG getting decimated earlier on, is in and around prison, not giving anybody a hard time at the moment, and FURIA, of course, won this dip from them. Next circle, Eastern Donut. Not quite a hard shift, but that won't be pleasing for Team Liquid or Infantry. Long will come back in to join the rest of the team. Tianba are not going to have fun. DivisionX as well. After holding that angle in Yasnaya, thinking we're going to get the first point of the game, they're going to have to rotate in quite far, and I suspect they'll go all the way east. Tianba running the gauntlet. Infantry and Zenith, either side of them, threading the needle, or at least attempting to, and they're going straight into the potential clutches of FaZe Clan. Now, Gustav did get knocked during all of this. Buriram United also having a hard time because they're crashing into Triumphant Song. It's fine, not a problem. We'll just 1v2 after crashing our car into a wall at 100 miles an hour. Not a problem at all. And Konaxi, what an absolute beast. Jesus Christ, how did you do that? Konaxi now up to 3 kills as Buriram United Esports registers one of their more impressive initial bits of solo play that we've seen today. Oh my god, Konaxi, you beast. Absolute beast. Someone's going to have to get out of prison soon. You don't want to be climbing that in the blue. Digital Athletics now sending it. winners from the previous game. Two going to Shaq, but another going straight into Tianba. Big, massive fight here, and 3 members of Digital Athletic go down. Should Smash have joined the rest of the team? Only 1 member of Tianba was left alive there, and it was Lurina. And Smash, stopping just short of the rest of the team, could have been the difference maker. We won't know. We'll never be able to know. But he's coming back now. Fantastic flashbang from M200 to start the engagement off. Smash doing a good job of hitting the deck. Gets M200, but Lurina will finish them off. And Tianba, in that face-to-face engagement with Digital Athletics, facing 3 of them initially. Was that a big mistake, or was that intentional? Was it planned? Would that have been fine 9 out of 10 times? Who knows? Digital Athletics now out of the game in 15th place. Summer, very close to DivisionX. Do not want to stir the giant here at all. Very happy to let them take this corner of the circle. Oh. Well, I thought he was going to try and run away. My bad. Just PGI thinks, oh my god, 33 damage against Neil. And now the rest of the team will be alerted that there is a snickish snake somewhere over here. DivisionX now smoking their teammate. And Summer could be in a lot of trouble. 8 o'clock hard shift. Team Liquid will be okay with that. Clip, James, and Mixie still in the game, and Long providing a frustrating amount of cover fire. Trying to prevent James from rejoining the rest of his team. He does have to get into circle somehow. Oath doing a big rotate early on to grab this watchtower and try and secure a position inside phase 4. They've done so. Petrichor have gotten a couple of shots off, but nothing major at the moment. It's now FURIA versus Meta Gaming. Randaldinho goes to 1 HP before going down. Mectro and Rasku still continuing to hold this little ditch. I mean, none of these vehicles are going to be left alive to actually carry them to where they need to go soon. Sparking up above, but unfortunately the third party from Shoot to Kill and Halo will take them out. FURIA continuing to hold this position, but they have their days numbered. In about 30 seconds time, they will not be able to physically do that anymore. Team Liquid now coming up against Infantry, who have done so well in their team fight so far this game. Clib takes a lot of damage from that Boliang frag grenade. Oh, and through the vehicle, hopping in and then hopping out. Style points there for Clib, although he really should think about healing at some point soon. Never mind, Infantry eliminated. Now we can think about that. Managing to herd him into James, who collects that really nice engagement there from Team Liquid. Infantry, though, have had such a tremendous game so far. It's a shame not to see them as one of the final teams left alive here. They have just been so phenomenally good. Shoot to kill now, getting aggressed upon by DivisionX. IQ 500 down, Pentalol down as well. Alo and Luke just staying close to the vehicles, wanting to keep very, very conservative, knowing how many teams are likely to be third-partying at the moment. And that earns them the victory in the fight. Purdy Curdy, though, is out in the wild blue yonder and will not get rezzed. Let's talk about Spoiler Boy here, because ENCE is the player who's close. He's smoking his team in, trying to get a little bit of support. And that, my friends, that is not a smoke. Into the massive vehicles. Not 100% certain where everyone is, but they're trying to find out. The FaZe Clan really pushing hard now. Fergus, I believe, is on the other side, still alive for DivisionX, so he has the possibility of playing Spoiler, but Spoiler is all he's going to get. Fuzzface now within nading distance of Luke. Not finding the damage just yet. Too many spokes for them to work out exactly where it is. MCG Summer coming in from up north, eating a lot of blue damage. Wanting to steal the kill of Purdy Curdy. Won't get there in time. Anything for a point at this point. Completely understood. After shifting left, by the way, the next circle is shifted right for Phase 5. Buriram United have got a short way to go, but they need to find a dip they can play in, and this is very open indeed. Konaxi would rather not be in this position. Zenith, in the meantime, will be gatekeeping Team Liquid and potentially Oath as well. still, this three-way fight here, I think. The most exciting so far. Alo inside the smoke with Fergus. Frag grenade on the other side forces Fergus to move. They're right next to each other, and Fergus gets the knock. Scared the living hell out of both of them, I guarantee that much. Fergus knows there's someone else here. Alo goes down. Luke in the smoke. The smoke's about to run out, though, and he's getting taken out from elsewhere. Luke, one hit. Fergus looking for him, going, hang on a second, didn't you just take some damage? Yes, you did. But he gets taken out himself. So both of those teams eliminated. Look at this. Absolutely insane stuff right now as DivisionX Gaming eliminated. My god, this graveyard is insane. FaZe Clan surviving with 2 members alive. IT and Fuzzface will be able to take that out. Team Liquid looking like they're going down in the meantime as well. Zenith doing a really good job of gatekeeping them there. FURIA versus FaZe Clan now looks to be the next fight that's going on the northern end of the circle. So many smokes, they don't know where to look. And who can blame them? Are waiting for the shots to ring out. There's actually no one from FaZe Clan that far north at the moment, which leaves Necro, the person closest to blue. Fuzzface has spotted him, and he's just going to move back. Problem is Zenith are there as well. FURIA now suddenly find themselves as the cheese in the sandwich. Non-meat and non-dairy alternatives are available. And we now have to engage on Zenith. Because Necro needs to get into circle. There is no choice. The only option is to surprise them. That's what Necro's going to try and do from behind. Kickstart gets headshot. That's a good beginning. I'm not sure. Oh, well, I wasn't sure about the frag grenade to start off, but clearly he just needed to lose that so that he could get the barrel spray onto Shinboy. Now FURIA are trying to make this work. 2 players. All utility getting spent here. They know that the circle luck is not on their side right now. Kickstart is in the shack. It's Roth and Punich needs to worry about on the right-hand side. A lot of utility coming up from both sides. Roth is spotted. First spray coming out from the barrel is good. It's now a 2v2. Kickstart really next to Necro right now, but he's inside the smoke. Necro and Raspu still alive. And Punich with the Molotov to finish off Raspu. It's now Necro versus Kickstart, who manages to gatekeep him in the circle. FURIA eliminated, and Zenith down to 2, but managing to resurrect Punich, which means they've still got 3 alive, and they've got 3 kills. Next circle now. Very, very happy for Triumphant Song. They've been reasonably quiet in this middle bit of the game because they've been down to 2 players, but they've already got 6 kills. So they're getting a good number of points from this final game. Oath, though, once again. Quiet until the last, not a problem. Picking and choosing when to engage. And so far, they're playing this beautifully. Just the 1 kill, but all 4 of them alive, and look at their position. They've got a good stronghold in this circle. FaZe Clan taken out. They ended up becoming the sandwich because Tianba was on the other side, and Lorena actually took out ITZY there. Lorena up to 4 kills solo, by the way. Tianba on 8. No mean feat. But I think Lorena now, realistically, needs to focus on points. There's an opportunity to steal a kill, fine. But otherwise, staying prone until you go from 8th to 4th, also worth some points. Let's see what he chooses to do. The third party from Oath is possibly going to suggest that he needs to chill out just a little bit. Here comes Zenith moving in. This is dangerous because Oath have the ability to take a lot of shots on them. Balefrost getting some good damage onto Shinboy. Shinboy, oh dear, now running into Lorena. The trade will come out though, so Tianba Esports eliminated in 6th place. Shinboy will get revived. That level 2 helmet's not looking healthy, and the vest is completely and utterly shot. Buriram United now have decided that they need to defend against Triumphant Song, who have pushed in. FaZe 6 forcing their hand a little bit, going early to try and catch them off guard. Konaxi, though, has been in his fair share of really good engagement so far this game. Can he do one more in the corner? The burning vehicle actually disguising him a little bit, but it's not quite enough. And God Meow will go down as well, which means Triumphant Song have taken this very, very critical compound going into FaZe 6, and we're now into our top 4. Oath have 2 up and 1 down. Zenith got 3. And that's because Xsset from Petrichor Road, who, by the way, has been one of the stars of today's Scrims. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. I think managed to get the down, but didn't get the finish. Not 100% sure, but they've got a good angle onto Oath. Very split, though, from Mamu. 3v2, v2, v2. Triumphant Song can technically sit tight until one of these other teams goes out if they want to. Now, knowing how the scrims have gone so far, they're not going to do that. Absolutely not. Let's get every single bit of damage we can squeeze out of this game. Vehicle, and that's from Mamu. Maybe wanting to rejoin his teammate. The problem is, I don't know who has a better position here. Ike's left is kind of stuck. The motorbike is there, but where would you go? Shandian spotting Ike's left. Being absolutely relentless. They're actually still able to hit that shot. I'm impressed. A millimeter. And that's all it takes. Triumphant Song go ahead and grab that. Mamu gets taken down as well by Oath, and Petrichor Road eliminated in 4th place. I honestly didn't think that Shandian could hit him from there, but clearly I was wrong. Damn. Next circle is a donut. Relo will be very happy with the reload of level 3 gear, considering how much damage they're going to have to get taken. Oath struggling a little bit now. They had more or less half the circle, but it's also flat and on the low ground. So Zenith absolutely in pole position here. With the fresh level 3 gear and a 3x on the Graza for spraying. Relo could shine, or rather Relo will have to shine. Pat Caps gets taken out very swiftly indeed. And the problem is multiple members of Zenith will be able to see him if he peeks above that ridgeline, so he might think about going edge instead. Poonage, the closest player to him on the tree. Triumphant Song having to leave the compound, but they have to decide where they're going to leave to. Peng's going to be the spoiler here. Relo coming out. But it's really Peng. Shinboy gets taken out. An extra point for Oath. 4th. Well, 3rd place at the moment with 4 kills. It's a decent haul. But he needs to shoot and run. And look, Peng taking advantage of it. That's what we were talking about. Triumphant Song. They saw their opportunity. Zenith took their eye off the ball from the team in the compound for just a little bit too long. And suddenly the team with the most players in the final circle are also the ones that... Oh no! Are they stuck? Oh, only just. Shandian going back for the car. Wanting to play from 2 different angles onto Relo. Relo shooting the car, getting a little bit of purchase, but Shandian's objective here is to force Relo to look at a different angle. That's basically it. Peng is going to be the player who I think is going to be moving in and trying to get the finish. Shandian is just restricting the number of options that Relo has. It's high risk, high reward, but at the same time, the baseline of this fight is a 2v1. Getting to a higher ground position so that he's likely to see the angle a little bit better. He does, gets an initial hit onto Relo. That level 3 gear is going to come in handy, but it's still a 1v2. Forced to smoke. Shandian now peppering the smoke. Oh my god, he gets the headshot from the 3x spray on the Graza, and Oath might be able to do it. That's 5 kills and counting for Relo. He has every single point at the moment from Oath. He's still got level 3 gear. It's him versus a Shandian who is just about managed to get healed up. It was a good play. It's a high percentage play from Triumphant Song, but Oath don't deal in percentages. They deal in wins. And that's exactly what Relo is going after right now. Massive rotate into the center of the circle, and he can do this now because he has the high ground advantage using Shandian's own smokes against him and going in a completely separate direction. Shandian has no clue right now. Not until Relo chooses to make his position clear. Oh dear God. Admittedly, Relo now also is less sure. He was certain that Shandian was further below the ridgeline. Shandian was certain that Relo was right above him. They're more or less side by side. Phase 9 will reveal all. Crucially, Relo's looking in the right direction. Spots him. Initial hit, good. Follow-up bullet will do the job. And my god, Relo, after being one of 3 squads where he was a solo player, managing to get the kill and just pick up the win after that. An absolutely sensational final circle effort for Oath to win their second chicken dinner of the day. What an absolutely incredible job they did there, with Triumphant Song in second place, doing a great, fantastic job on Zenith, who were favorites to win going into that last circle, took their ball off of Triumphant Song for just a little bit too long while they focused on Oath, and gave Relo away, threading the needle to that victory.